Trustees is now in session. Would you please rise for the pledge? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Every time.
I'm the same way.
Every time.
I finally remembered to keep my hand on my heart. We tried to standardize that, Will, so we made sure we just kept our hand on our heart for both pages instead of, doing it
It's
all.
only taken me 11 years.
That's right, there you go. So,
Okay, since we did not meet at the annex facility, we're gonna go to item 3, student accommodations. Do we have any?
yes, ma'am, Ms. Wheeler, members of the board, I don't have students here. There's Dr. Garner right there. I don't have students here tonight, but I want to pass two things along to you. Our high school UIL, you remember we won that junior high 4 years in a row. Now they're getting into their high school. I believe we have 9 students in 4 different areas going to regional in UIL at the high school. We did very, very well. I think we won 6 events. At high school UIL.
We have 12 students going to
12
UIL,
12
and
students
we don't
in
know the standings yet because we are headed to regionals.
Right.
So we may place this year
All
because
right.
we're the regionals.
Well, fantastic. And how many events? 12 students and how many
4
events?
events.
Pardon?
4 events.
4 events, okay, so very, very pleased with that. And
One
our
act
one
play.
act
Don't
play.
forget that one.
our one act play has qualified for area. We actually won the district. We just moved up out of the by district, so now we get to go to area. One more time and we'll be at the state meet. So I'm very, very pleased. And so I want to pass that along. I'm very, very pleased. Those academics just keep coming, hand over fist. And so we're in good shape there. That's all I have, Ms. Wheeler.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Myers. Good report. Public comment, do we have any? Item 5, consider approval of consent agenda.
Madam President, I make a motion that we approve the consent agenda.
I'll second.
It has been moved and seconded that we approve the consent agenda. Are there any comments or questions? All in favor? Consent agenda approved. Item 6, superintendent's report.
Okay, we have several items here that I want to run over with you guys. Obviously, our student accident insurance, like other things, we have a chance to just extend that without bidding it. We did get the same price. There's no increase in price and hasn't been for 3 years, right, Gil?
Yes,
That's
sir.
incredible.
That's correct.
I've never seen that happen.
Correct.
We're again going with our student accidents, and I believe it's on page 53. Student insurance plan from Mr. Buchlag has been doing a good job with it, so that's up to speed. We have a policy update 110 that has come in. I want you guys to take a look at. There's a few local policies. Most of them are legal policies that are being affected by that update. So please read over those and we'll act on those at the next board meeting. I don't believe, is there anything else wrong? I want to bring them up to speed on here?
No, sir.
Okay, then I'm done, Ms. Wheeler. Can you believe I was that short-winded?
I have one question.
Yes, ma'am.
Superintendent Myers, on the student insurance,
Uh-huh.
I've never really understood it. I just want to know if a student gets hurt and they have to, I guess, do a claim or report, does it affect their private insurance, or does it have to happen on school campus, or, during, how does it work?
Okay, basically, the student accident insurance becomes a secondary policy to the primary policy. And it has limits. So I'm not going to tell you it'll pay everything that a primary policy doesn't pay. But in most cases, everything that the primary policy doesn't pay, this one will pick up.
That's what it's designed for.
Right. If they have no insurance at home, then this becomes the primary insurance. And it will pay up to the limits on any particular injury that happens to come along. Rhonda, is there anything else? Gail, is there anything else?
That's where you cover.
That's pretty much it. And so it has a defined benefit in each area. And it'll, you know, if it was an orthopedic injury, then there'll be X number of dollars, up to certain X number of dollars that it will pay. If it's you know, a neck injury, in the same way, you know, finger, arm, whatever, broken bone, each one of those things is defined for it, but it is good insurance, and it is very reasonable. If our kiddos don't have insurance, it becomes a lifeline for them. So obviously, any of that stuff that happens, you know, right now, you have you get a broken arm in football, it can cost you $10,000 if you're not careful. So ultimately, it's a good insurance, and it takes care of our kiddos. They report it to us. They bring the forms over to Ms. Kendrick, I believe, or to Gail. I lost my train of thought.
Another flunky.
And we get those filled out. We turn them over to the proper agency, and they get taken care of.
Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Myers,
Yes.
and I assume that if they're offering at the same rate they have the last 3 years, we have not had an excess of claims filed.
That's correct, and we have not had an excess of injuries, which I'm gonna knock on wood here, make sure nothing bad happens. But ultimately, we've had pretty good experience with this group, and they will continue to offer it to us. We've got, of course, we have a full-time trainer here, and they take care of most of that stuff, so we watch our kiddos pretty closely.
Mr. Myers, before we move on, do you want to just remind them of the board training on the 17th?
That's a good idea. You wanna remind them of that?
17th of what now?
April 17th.
I know, that's what just.
April 17th, 6 p.m., and we get a double shot for that. Remember, not only do we get our new required training on curriculum and student performance, we get the Team of 8 training as well. So we won't have to return during the middle of the summer, or catch that in either August or September when we've been doing it, but we'll get double credit for that too. 6 p.m.
And it's going to be at the Commons.
Right, Commons area at the high school, keep that in mind, because we will be joined by at least 4 other boards, and perhaps more than that before it's all over. And we will be providing dinner for everybody. Ms. Turner will be taking care of providing all the amenities for the night. And so we'll have a Region 6 here to do that required training, and we get the team going training with it. Okay?
All right, send us our calendar.
We will do so, and that day of, we'll send you 2 or 3, okay?
Please.
Because if one of us doesn't show up, we don't get our Team of 8 training, so we're gonna come hunting you. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and get Constable Luker here in case, he has to go out after jurors, so we're gonna send him back to board members if they don't show up.
Yes, we got to.
All right.
Okay, thank you for that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, item 7, consider approval of Weaver and Tidwell LLP as the annual audit firm.
Again, y'all remember last year that the laws have changed now. We have the ability to extend that for 2 more years. So indeed, we will extend it the first of those 2 years. Dr. Garner did bring up something that was a good point last year. After you had one firm in place for a while, I want to make sure there's different people coming and doing the audit, and indeed there are. They're sending, they don't ever send the same team. We may see one person that was with the team before, from the team the year before, but they're never the same team that's coming here. And Gail's always working with them the entire time that we're here. So I'm watching that, she's watching it, as well as the auditors are watching it. So we're being very, very careful with that, but we would like to extend that because they give us good service, they give us a good audit, and at a great price. So we want to extend that. We'd like to ask that you approve our extending that audit firm. We will attend for 1 year.
Can I get a motion?
No, sir, I make a motion that we approve that firm.
I'll second it.
It has been moved and second that we approve Weaver and Tidwell as our annual audit firm. Are there any comments or questions? All in favor? Weaver and Tidwell approved. Item 8, consider approval of adjusting the meeting dates for the Board of Trustees for August, December, January, and May in the 2018-19 school year.
I believe that's on page 72. If y'all look over there, there's the reasons why we adjust those. We like to get those out so that they're, we actually could do that as long as they're 72 hours notice, but we don't, we would much rather go ahead and get those out so that the dates are planned. We're moving the August, I guess it would probably be a 27th board meeting to August the 20th because of tax rate adoption. On December 17th, we have that one moved up instead of on the 24th, obviously, for the Christmas holidays. And then on Tuesday, January 22nd, now notice that is a Tuesday. We have Tuesday capitalized out there because Monday is Martin Luther King Day. And we didn't want to interfere with Martin Luther King Day holiday, so that week we'll actually have to go to a Tuesday. And then on May 20th, instead of the 27th, for Memorial Day. Those are the adjustments that we need to make with you guys' approval, so that we'll have all those set for the coming year.
Can I get a motion on the changing in those dates?
I'll second it.
Okay, it's been moved and second that we consider August 20th, December 17th, January 17th, and May 20th as board meeting dates. Are there any comments, questions? All in favor? Dates changed. Item 9, consideration of adopting individuals to authorize grants and/or compliance reports, sign memorandums of understanding, MOUs, and enter into contacts on behalf of CISD as a designee of the superintendent.
Now, basically what this is allowing me to take Mr. Emmerich and designate him as an individual who would be able to do these MOUs. Obviously, he deals with the instructional side more than I do even. He and I will be in communication. He's not going to be doing any of this stuff that I'm not aware of. But ultimately, in the case of my absence or something, the board designates him to be able to do some of these things because I'm not always available to help him with a short deadline on a grant. Compliance reports, very seldom when it comes to a compliance report with special education or something like that, do I even know what's going on as far as the compliance is concerned until he comes in and fills me in. We look on that, and of course, you all will recall, 2 years ago, we actually gave Ms. Tullis the exact same designation, so I'd like to go ahead and appoint Mr. Emmerich to be able to do these things for us in the district on those areas that I give him that authority. In case of my absence, he'd be able to do that.
Madam President, I make a motion that we accept Mr. Emmerich as an appointed signee.
It's been moved and second that we accept Mr. Emmerich as our designee for signing. Are there any comments or questions?
Mr. Myers, Mr. Emmerich would be the only other one besides you in the district that would be.
Right, that could commit the district, and that's why I'm being very, very conservative in this. He supervises one side of it. Those folks who work over in central office could go to him. Obviously, Ms. Hanson, Ms. Kendrick are going to come to me. Ms. Tuggle would go to him. So ultimately, he would have the authority to do this and none other than the district. And again, he and I will communicate. Nothing's going to get by me. I don't think it will anyway. That he was going to be doing some of this and I wouldn't know about. Okay.
Can I get a motion? You can get a motion, I'm sorry, we've had her to come in. All in favor? Mr. Emmerich is our designee. Item 10, consent approval of Board of Trustees instructional material certification for 2018-2019 school year.
As you all will recall, this is a standard procedure in the district. It really covers two things. Number one, it says the kids will have in our district, they will all have the access to all the Texas essential knowledge and skills, the essential elements, so to speak. And it also says that we're going to spend our instructional material certification allotment, or instructional materials allotment. We're going to spend it on what it's supposed to be spent on. So is there anything else with this, Mr. Emmerich, you want to add?
That pretty much is it.
Okay.
Can I get a motion?
Madam President, I make a motion we accept.
I'll second it.
It has been moved and second that we accept the instructional material certification for 2018-2019 school year. Are there any comments? All in favor?
Ms. Wheeler, can you believe that we got through that fast?
I mean, that's why we all came on time.
You knew you gonna get to go home early if you came on time. Listen, all right.
At this time, we'll go into executive session.
And we're back.